Hey, how's it going, Michael? Kelsey here with Mixed Digital Marketing. Just want to leave you a quick video in regards to some SEO strategies I recommend you do into your website to help it ranking higher in Google. So we'll go over three things. The first is content, second is backlinks, third is citations. So content just refers to words on the page. So with Google's algorithm, it can't tell how nice the design is of a website, so it really can only rely on the words. And so in terms of the words, we would recommend on the homepage there being 1,000 to 1,500 words, and then each additional page we recommend 500 to 750 words. And this just as any words, these are keyword-rich words and phrases kind of sprinkled throughout the content, which I'll go over here in a second. But in terms of the words on your page, as you can see, I mean, the design is sleek, the design looks good, but there just isn't enough content. So with that throughout here, if I were to just highlight all these words, throw it into a word counter, there probably would be about 500. It would be my guess off the top of my head. And we don't really count the words within a Google review because it isn't true content. And sometimes Google counts it, but most of the time it doesn't. And so we recommend there kind of being like longer paragraphs kind of littered throughout here. You having a longer explanation of what each of these types of services are. It will really help you kind of ranking for these different types of repairs. And so with that, we use a software called Ahrefs. So here in Ahrefs, this is what allows us to determine the right keywords, keyword phrases that are getting the most searches on the web, and we also want to make sure that's implemented within your content. So here you see wolfpackroofing.com. You have our Ahrefs rank in the millions, which is totally fine. We're talking about billions of websites here, and so we expect a number around that ballpark. What we really care about is going to be this kind of section right here. So the UR rating is a ranking that shows the power of primarily your homepage, and so both the on-site SEO as well as the off-site SEO that's going on here. And so you have a ranking of 18. This is from 0 to 100. So 18 isn't bad. And this is primarily due to the fact that you at least have a considerable amount of content. Although it isn't quite enough, you do have a fair amount with good internal links, and thus you're getting a pretty good homepage score. But what's making sure that you're not going higher than that is your DR rating. So your DR rating is strictly the power of your backlinks. And so here you can see that you have 421 backlinks, but really what we care about is the referring domains. And so this means the amount of websites that have any hyperlink going back to your page. And so backlinks are like influencer pages, blog posts, articles where it has that hyperlink that links back to your website. And so that works as a referral in Google's algorithm. They really like that when there's other websites referring you. It's kind of just like one big popularity contest, and we're trying to make you as popular as possible. And really, you can only get power from a website once, despite how many backlinks there are on the page. And so here you can see that not all referring domains are created equal. We want to get the do follow ones. And so as you can see here, you only have 8 do follows of the 78 referring domains that you have, which means only 8 websites are giving you power. That's why your DR is so low at 0.4. So if you had, say, 70 do follows of the 78, your DR would be much higher than this. But really what you also want to make sure is that these do follow links are from other websites that have a higher number here, so that they're able to lend you more power. Because if you're just getting backlinks from other websites that have a DR like around this low range, your DR will stay this low because this is not another higher ranking website referring you. And so as that goes, this number goes up, you'll start to see the organic keywords go up and your traffic and so on and so forth. So here I just typed in Google Austin Roofing. And so this search gets 450 searches per month according to the software I was just on. And so here you can see the new sponsored section that Google is doing, as well as the Google ads, people are paying a premium for every click that goes to their website. And so on average, you get about 20% of the traffic that from any given search on the ads section. And so here, based on the 450 search volume, that's pretty good, but that leaves 80% to the rest of the field. So 40% comes from the map pack, and then the other 40% comes from the organic rating. So the number one thing that affects you being in the top 3 is your organic rating. And then the number 2 thing is citations. So citations are online directories like Yellow Pages, even your Facebook and Yelp page where you have your business name, address, and phone number listed exactly as you have it set up in Google. And it's very important that it's exact because you won't get credit otherwise. And so that's where we have a different software that lets us see how many citations these competitors have, and we make sure we at least get double what they have. All right. And so in terms of organic search, like we mentioned before, the content and the backlinks are the number 1 and number 2 things that affect this. And I'll click in here and show you why in this competitor. So Austin Roofing and Construction is the number 1 organic competitor here. And as you can see, Their website, honestly, it doesn't look better than yours, but again, design doesn't matter according to Google. They just care about the content here. And really, it looks like they don't have that much content. So then that makes me believe that, okay, then that means they have good backlinks. And so as you can see here, I threw them into Ahrefs, and here they have a pretty high UR rating, primarily due to the amount of backlinks and that rating that's being driven to their website. It does also help that they have Austin Roofing in their domain name, but again, just because someone has it under their domain name does not mean they'll be at the top organically. And as you can see, this is why. So they have 104 referring domains, which really isn't that much more than your 78, but 63 are do follows. And of those 63, they have a pretty good amount of good websites referring them. That's why their rating is up higher. And then you can see that they're ranking for a lot more keywords, getting more traffic, so on and so forth. So those are some tips that we recommend you doing to your website to have it ranking higher in Google. If you want to learn more about what we can do, please visit www.mixdigitalmarketing.com. Thank you.